Hey guys, it's Coach Doug. I'm 2 weeks out from my stem cell procedure. It's been extremely interesting having to really work my brain and think about other things besides training and besides working out. But it's also been a time for me to reflect and realize why I'm doing this, which is for the long game, because I'm not done yet. Staying active in the last 2 weeks has been really tough. But very short bike rides with my dogs, very little walking, but more focused on upper body training than anything. So a little bit of weight training with shoulders, with chest, abdominals, and a lot of cardio, upper body only cardio. Trying to do the ski ergometer, trying to do rowing, trying to do the assault bike with just arms only, and just trying to keep my lower body out of it. There's never not a time where I'm not doing something. Even if I have 2 weeks off, like for stem cells, I'm still going to be doing mobility. I'm still going to be doing, exercise. I'm still going to be doing shadow boxing. Something is going to be happening all the time. It may not be specifically with my knees, but something's going to be happening all the time, just because, that's who I am as a person. That's who I am as an athlete. I feel like that's part of the master's fight, and part of what we're doing this whole thing for with Stemedix is like, you've got to keep going. And for me, I need to have that time every single day where I'm coming in and I'm going over it every single day. It's my understanding, and I don't know all the science behind it, but it's my understanding that it's super critical that you just limit your exposure to any kind of bad things injury-wise, physically, that could happen to you, because apparently what happens with the stem cells is they'll go to the most inflamed, most injured area in your body. And even though, stem cell injections are site injections, or at least the ones that I got were site injections, if I were to stub a big toe, for example, lifting weights or in the weight room, or if I tear a rotator cuff, automatically those stem cells will rush to that area to help heal that area. So of the X amount of billion, I don't know how many stem cells that I got into my knee, I want to try and keep those there as much as I possibly can to help repair the meniscus. Yeah, so we're in the end of the 2 week time period where basically I wasn't allowed to do much, right? So red light therapy, some light massage. So the provider at Stemedix has basically allowed me, like these 2 week sections, right? Based on my need to have some kind of a schedule. So after the first 2 weeks, some very light training can start to happen. So like 10-minute bike rides, a lot more emphasis on volume training for upper body. Can start doing some very light bike riding, some magnetic force, therapy on the knee. Anything that is just kind of very, very light, soft tissue manipulation. Then at the 4 week, like a 4 week to 6 week point, it graduates again. So it starts to get a lot more resistance training heavy, a lot more intense with Muay Thai, as far as like, maybe not full sparring yet, but lots of moving, lots of bag work, lots of more intense training. And then at the 6 week point, once I get to the 6 week point and off, gloves are off at that point, full sparring, full movement, full intensity, hit training, like I'll be a happy camper at that point. Yeah, it's kind of weird. In my mind, I have this like make-believe fantasy that's happening in my knees. But the first couple of days, really not much inflammation and not much pain. I think it was kind of like whatever they used in there, like lidocaine or whatever they used to help the injection, that all started to wear off. And so day 3, day 4, I started to feel like a little bit of the same pain, like the medial meniscal pain and the posterior pain. And I knew that was part of the situation, part of like the healing and bonding process. So about probably after the first week, I really started noticing a significant feeling, a difference in kind of like the padding within my knees and the padding within the cells. It started to feel a little more cushy and a little bit better, and I wasn't feeling that sharp pain that I did a week before the stem cell injections. And now I'm sitting right at about, like actually today is probably 2 weeks from the injections, and it's honestly, I hate to say this, but it's starting to feel really, really good already. Like I can already tell a difference, and it's it just feels like the train is starting to pick up momentum, it's starting to pick up speed, and like it feels like they're starting to bond. In my mind, that's what's happening, is the stem cells are bonding with my cells or whatever, and it's starting to kind of heal and fix itself. And I think what it feels like is just gonna get better and better over the course of the next 90 days.